So I think one of the challenges we see with customers I deal with in the engineering type space is around data transfer, data resilience, and supporting a number of those applications that engineers use that are data intensive, like CAD/CAM diagrams and the like. By using our high performance cloud-based platform that's scaled to deal with those kind of applications, it allows engineers to minimize the amount of time in terms of their applications and transitioning applications, allows them to have a resilient backup of those services, and it also allows them to minimize the cost of their infrastructure they're using, such as desktops and laptops. So instead of high-end laptops being required, we can go for some of the more mundane, as an engineer would probably say, mundane equipment that you could source anywhere, even from a JB Hi-Fi. One of the areas that I speak the most with customers to is about latency issues and bandwidth, how you actually deliver data at a rapid rate of knots. The closer you can put a data center to your end customers is the better, obviously. My clients that I service in the Henderson, Kwinana industrial zones, being the fastest industrial zone, growth zone, or one of the fastest in Australia, they're demanding that. So the closer you can get the data center to the end customer, by far the better. Now, I was originally taught during the early days that bandwidth is like a road, simple road, a two-lane road. The more that you can actually expand the road out and turn it into a highway with better, larger pipe and so forth, turning it into a 6-lane highway as opposed to a 2-lane back road, the better it is for traffic, resilience, and less bottlenecks. And so we do that at DC2 via a 10 gig meshed fibre network around our core data centres in WA. And then we deal with the challenge, the last challenge that we have, which is the mile from the customer to the data centre. So that's all part of our service. One of the advantages of virtual infrastructure is the ability to replace aging infrastructure at a rapid rate of knots, to be able to deliver it without supply chain restrictions, and to minimise a lot of the cost to support that infrastructure. So make sure when you have a data centre that virtualised infrastructure can be scaled up at a rapid rate of knots, and that it can be supported by the data centre themselves. So the cost benefits of using virtual services really come down to the infrastructure itself. So you can reduce the cost of what you're putting in to the business and focus on an OPEX related model as opposed to a CAPEX of purchasing equipment outright. You reduce the requirements on server load and the way the servers are set up by having a high performance virtual infrastructure set up at the data center. And we're able to support that. So all of the supporting items that go around that, power, cooling, and so forth, they're already factored into a virtual environment.